Holla at your boy.
Holler at your boy.
New shit. Do remember.
Holler at your boy.
Going back a few weeks on this one.
Go way, way back.
This life ain't for everyone, but for some of us, yeah.
Life is easy.
This song right here, going out to a childhood mentor of mine, Father John. Holla. Touched me as a
Holler
kid.
at your boy.
I want you to know, I'm still feeling
Holler
you.
at your boy.
Bring it.
Life is easy.
Jah didn't kill Johnny. He had a date with death. It was a slow train coming, and we all got a train to catch. But Lord, take your filthy claws off the rest of my friends. That is, of course, if they ain't already dead. I make no demands. I just make amends. I make my bed and I'ma lie in it. But before I die, please don't take any more of my friends. Please don't take any more of my friends. Life is easy. The smoke didn't kill Johnny. The drink didn't kill Johnny. The junk didn't kill Johnny. And the women didn't kill Johnny. Was it the road? I don't know. Was it rock and roll? I don't think so. But God would never kill Johnny Cash. He had a train to catch. He had a date with death. And we all got a train to catch. Life is easy. Holler at your boy. Life is easy. Holler at your boy. Life is easy. Holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. Life is easy. Holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. Life is easy. Holler at your boy. Life is easy.
Day 1, I played with her blood. Day 2, left her face bruised and we called it making love. Day 3, her blood played with me. Dirty talk caught me off guard. Had the nerve to ask if I thought she was crazy. Baby, you don't know where my mind has been. Fell off the bike more than twice, but it's time to ride again. And this time I learned from my past falls. Old wounds might reopen soon. Burn them in alcohol. I heard that last call, it was a close one. Road runners know which direction to go when snow comes. Then we're coasting, extra traction on radial tires. Having sex in the back wrapped in radio wires. Self-abusive, stuck in a bad place. Head full of bruises and scratched face. I bled profusely, stirred in my juices so you could taste me. Put my neck in a noose and swung to safety. Found a landmine planted in the sole of my foot. I can't find sanctum in the holes of input. I keep digging, covered in earth. I undress, they run tests. I leave the dirt to the experts. White coats and shiny objects. I jump their lifeboat science project. We got a floater, guinea pig overboard, stone sober hillbilly kid with open sword and ripped vocal cords, tearing them out. A mute manifesto that you'll probably never hear about. Weirded out about my whereabouts. Swears pierce my mouth. A bearded medicine man who wears a pouch keeps digging. And I'm swimming uphill. I'm fighting the tide of mudslide and blood spill. Until I got a shirt off my back and a girl on attack on top with a curled lip. The world map is our bed sheet. We share geography now. I explore virgin territory. Squeaky seats acting as a mating call. Nothing on me but her and didn't feel naked at all. Ever feel the need to keep it so real? You feed yourself into her hunger and don't care if she bleeds. Asking all these questions ain't highly recommended. They'll eventually get answered if you put time into friendship. That is, if what you're doing is helping, and it's not like you know until you reach the ending. She wanted my agony. She wanted my agony. She wanted my agony. She wanted my agony.
created freedom, put it all out on the operating table. Clutching onto rubber ducks, I played double dutch with some jumper cables. Then I broke like the water, it started rushing. All of a sudden, there she was gone, I'm the fall guy. She's a sight for sore eyes, I'm in labor all night till a new day is born. Her globe rotates like eyes roll dice. Earth pulls a 180 when I look into her snake eyes. I'm not afraid of dying, pieces of me die all the time. I keep digging, I leave the dirt to the experts who push the boundaries of pleasure till the sex hurts. I hold today with the death grip and play hard to get with tomorrow so as not to look so fucking desperate. Face sweaty, hands unsteady, blood pressure off the charts. My heart hangs heavy. Untreated wounds through repeated moons, I see soon to develop in your needy womb. Your feeble, ill cocoon. I don't grieve for many people, I don't mourn the pieces killed in you. My injection must have been lethal. Pick up the shovel, love, you got some digging to do.
Day 1, played with her blood. Day 2, left her face bruised and we called it making love. Day 3, her blood played with me. Dirty talk caught me off guard. Had the nerve to ask if I thought she was crazy.
Said it every year, but this time it seems like the end is near, and I'm in line to see the light. How far does this black tunnel go? I got a car, but the gas is running low. And as long as I've known the bumps and creaks of this house, it's starting to make the types of sounds that only come from people's mouths. You can't tell me it's still settling. Built on an Indian burial ground, killing everything. The childhood scar on my chin is back again. That old jump over my own leg dance move has to end. I've seen better days in my night terrors. I was a bike messenger without a bike, and I would write letters, ask directions to your whereabouts. Before the slow walk, the rest of the show-offs were peeling out. Too many hairs, only one tortoise. That's why I left the city, too fast-paced for this ho-hum tourist. By the time I developed the pictures, they're as blurry as my memory of constant life fixtures. If distance is a girl's best friend, tell them bitches in the rough who think that love comes with diamonds. Slave labor, you made me work for what I couldn't have. Diamonds cut, but coal burns and nothing lasts forever. Wonder why I bothered saving any of your letters, they're just aged paper. Slave labor, you made me work for what I couldn't have. Diamonds cut, but coal burns and nothing lasts. Wonder why I saved your urn of ashes. I've got this insecurity, thoughts to save your mail. Tracing a name on the return address as if it was made of braille. Pretend it was your thing of a careful nothing to break it a nail. Or run the seal across the shelf when it open looking across the paper trail. Since then I've buried in sea scrolls and empty my head of these goals. Trip your memories that I seem to hold. Now you're a filter with some issues. In case you wonder what the sticky feeling has been ever since I left you. He offered her the world but came up short. The nastiest of storms made him settle on a city with a port. He watched ships sail by in the middle of July. He wrote notes on paper boats, sat and waited for reply. Hope floats even when it's on fire, especially when it's on fire. But the smoke makes him tired. Took a blade to the chest like he was opening a body bag. Sir, he's still alive in there, but Christ then, remove the tag. What's it say? It says fold along the lines and set me free, not on fire. Cause oftentimes when I set myself free, this empty bag of a body tends to get burned in effigy. I've lost the energy to fight off the flames. I'll blow it off like it's all just a game. All the same, wish he wouldn't write himself out of the picture. It's a beautiful lotion that you got when there's someone there to share it with you.
This is why she can't have nice things.
He was too caught up in work to sign for the nice deliveries that life brings. Now he can't tell if he's dead or not. He said, I bet I am and I can prove it. She said, you better not.
This is why she can't have nice things.
Because talk is cheap and there was poor communication. All to say on the dock that day was I love you and I'm sorry, but instead he just waved goodbye. And he cried love so much he watched the waters rise up. It must have been a changing of the tides, but I've come to assume it was the changing of a mind. Once upon a blood moon, they skimmed rocks for the whole day. He imagined he was throwing rotten parts of himself that broke away, so he couldn't stop. Fascinated by the way they skip up top, give up and then drop. He sank with him. They convened on the rock bottom and made a decision. They could never raise children, not like this. Not like people who make babies on purpose. That's when he came to the surface, fully intending to be so strong in his resolve, till all of it dissolved, slipping through his pruny fingers like this could have been ours. But this is to the offers that can't be followed through with. The waterworks, the leaky faucets, the lost fluids, to the current of the stream that'll always push you from me, to the reoccurring dream that makes reality less ugly in a picturesque setting where the world looks airbrushed. Needless to say, words failed us on the dock that day. All I wanted to say was I love you and I'm sorry, but instead I just waved goodbye. And I cried love so much I watched the waters rise up. It must have been a changing of the tides that was breaking up our lives. It was a water rage wrinkle in time. Yes sir, minds are made for the changing, but mine's been deteriorating, like the bluffs in the shoreline where I've been waiting to exhale. Since the summer when we watched every last one of our friends set sail, and I was the only living boy left in Providence, collecting death certificates and the rest of my documents just for origami purposes. I gave them to the ocean, like hey, look at me, I'm great at folding. Guess I'll just do this the rest of my life. It's got to do with lots of loving, and it ain't nothing nice. It ain't nothing nice. This is why she can't have nice things. He was too caught up in work assigned for the nice deliveries that life brings. This is why she can't have nice things. Because talk is cheap and there was poor communication. This is why she can't have nice things. He set fire to the paper boat sonatas he's been writing. And this is why I assumed the moon was bleeding, and why there wasn't any blood left in the rock you were squeezing. This is why she can't have nice things. He was too caught up in work assigned for the nice deliveries that life brings. This is why she can't have nice things. Because talk is cheap and there was poor communication. This is why she can't have nice things. He set fire. Not that what we're doing is wrong. Let's try to keep this here secret between me, you, and this song. Menage a trois that sings to me sinfully, and God plays along.
What you want with a woman who won't do what she says.
I was sweet on her, she was sweet on Jesus, and we slept with a blanket barrier between us. Master of a craft, I had her laughing like hyenas when I asked her if she'd marry an elitist. Staggering genius in lace with the grace of a drunken monk. The mask isn't seamless cause her face says something sucked, but I don't dare ask her, I just listen, switching to my good ear and adjusting my position. As she discussed Ginsberg, I listen and learn. As she disperses words, I just resisted the urge to do like he would, whatever he wanted, if she allowed me to. She dangled that carrot and then asked me, what would Bukowski do? Don't go there, he'd make you his mom and then completely lie about it in a book later on. Spirits were lifted when she whispered something French in my ear. Tension was there when I responded in English, it sounded less sincere. The sex in the air couldn't be left alone. So welcome to the Terror Dome, a bedroom full of pheromones where nothing that we say is set in stone. If I thought it was for posterity, I'd already be writing better poems. But I'm talking in extremes, best this and best that. Let's not regret anything that ever gets said to this hellcat. Creeping on all fours, ready for combat, with secret secretive war, sneaking the clause in our contract, bending every which way but loose, with no proof that anything that we've suggested to this day is the whole truth. Was a medical slow dance. Said my advance was sexual, held my genitals with cold hands, set up the coke cans, broke out the Red Rider, and one by one I tried to knock down everything that's dead inside her. She used to treat street dividers like a balance beam, arms spread wider than the legs in her dad's magazine, reenacting the pages that she could trap between. I used it for kindling and then spilled the gasoline. Now I'm your water boy. I fetch it from your cheeks just like tennis balls. Smell the stench of your weakness on the bedroom walls. Somebody careless let them vaporize. Who let these fall to the floor from your poor vacant eyes? Disintegrate first impression, but I work better on page. They say words are my profession. Let me spell it out in simple language, plain English. I want your suicide to be a book of mine that I never finish.
This morning didn't know right from wrong. But you are right, won't do what she said.
Consider me to be a fly on the wall with a bird's eye view. I stare as my birth time drew near. The only earth I knew reared me in a world that I grew to fear. I do appear quite new to warm, and I'm like, what's up with the lights and the white uniforms? You're damn right, you're truly wrong. When a hand strikes a newly born, can't fight, I'm cruelly scorned. In a man's life, the beauty's gone. I was scared with fright through the storm. I'm prepared to write a mutiny song. It's a miracle, Lord. Damn, my dick is long. Nah, it's just the umbilical cord. Clip, clip, snip, snip, and now it's gone, along with my foreskin. One of the awful things they do to the offspring. This thing is lessened by the drugs they pump into my miniature body, making us addicts just that quick. That's their signature hobby. An infamous robbery. If I'm not careful, my shaft will break. It's coming up with creative ways to masturbate. I wanna be held. My father rebelled. My mom's unconscious. Went from a dark list to some boxes. It's obnoxious. Doctors poking pride. I can barely function. This is my first out-of-body experience in alien abduction. I'm barely a munchkin after just minutes of labor. They're putting my tiny footprints on some birth certificate paper. My personal hell of isolation began in an incubator. If I think of it later, slice open my wrist and check the microchip data. They didn't capture it on beta, film, or audio. Year made me a dragon. The month made me a Scorpio. The weak, feeble, helpless baby boy cried for nights, but that day was the time of my life. But that day was the time of my life. But that day was the time of my life. But that day was the time of my life.
It was thought to be owned by the purveyors of the dust museums, and that you couldn't be a poet unless you were dead. We're seeing some kind of a revolution or renaissance.
It's not size or force, form or technique. I'll battle you for custody. La la la. It's not size or force, form or technique. I'll battle you for custody. La la la. The weak link is quivering, determining the chain strength, whimpering, vibrating. The wavelength of its stress signals are more or less symbols. It just trembles, knowing it'll take the weight when the chain breaks and disassembles. See, Mr. Wendell, he knew nothing of this daily struggle. Sit under the dysfunctional family tree and prepare for trouble. Could barely hear the mumbles beneath the ear-piercing rumbles. Sharp tongues slashing mouths while lashing out with verbal belt buckles. Friends crumble under similar circumstances within their own chain of events, from sloppy knots and family ties. The pain is intense, the tension is thick. Two-sided arguments are upsetting to him, stretching the link, testing his endurance and spreading it thin. Trembling, holding on to what's familiar. In the Italian sense, I'm reading the intense drafts of Sylvia Plath before breaking off to an unfamiliar path. Taking course, divert the hurt by trying to act silly and laugh. Making light of situations when I sense a panic attack. I'm a fully licensed self-defense mechanic, and my tool belt is black. She probably thinks I'm dead. She's probably dead. When he left, she said it was so strong, but I know she's wrong. Any back support, my knees fold. Please hold your end of the bargain when I leave home. Please hold the keystone.
How far will he travel? The essential interpretation, watching the sequential falling of the dominoes. Which one will stay erect? A microcosm where every effort is just that. It's just math. Paper cuts in the photos to prove the strength. He follows the family, alone as the next member. California dreaming of moving out there in September. I sit in admiration, knowing that the weakest link is also the one that holds the pillars on the brink of collapse. Relapse, the replay of emotional disarray, disdaining the stains of teardrops on his t-shirt. Sometimes taking for yourself is harder than giving to those who want to give up living in the circumstance. Dance around the issues of dealing with the problem, trudging through the uncomfortable streets of disparity, all sparing love and clarity and also ignorance. Chains don't always hold the fingerprints.
Their hearts pump urine and sweaty palms tell the lie, so blame it on the drug addict brother in the cover-up. One can't help but become the center of attention when everything is helpless. Be realistic. Ever since the goldfish died, daughter can't see past the makeup. Stapling, please become a savior to everything. Photo album catalog, better order new hand holders. Follow the order to someone older and less experienced. The whole choir is off key and forgets the words, so act later and get a free subscription to a diary, not even worth reading. There was a time like this when mother's tears turned lakes and grew tea gardens. Now overgrown with homemade graves, but at least she can keep the whole family together. Custody. La la la, it's not size or force, form or technique.
I'll battle you for custody.
La la la, it's not size or force, form or technique.
I'll battle you for custody.
La la la, it's not size or force, form or technique.
I'll battle you for custody.
La la la. I wouldn't need these hearing aids. If it wasn't for mistakes, I probably wouldn't be here today.
10 years ago I was 22. 20 years ago I was 12. 30 years ago I was 2. But when I came out my mama I was 0. When I came out my mama I was 0. When I came out my mama I was 0. I was 0 when I came out my mama, and now everybody knows. Everybody knows. In the before life, I was undead, I was homeschooled, there were no rules, but I gave it all up just for the chance to go public. A celestial scarecrow dancing with the puppets, a tug in my gut. I'm carrying the world in my stomach, I'm a surrogate motherfucker, the girls love it. Birth a suffix and cut the visible string, controls much more than a physical thing. I was born into it, and before I knew it, I saw the students of 4 getting hauled off to war. The law of Judas in the land of the king's tax, partake in the Eucharist and then demand your kickback. Spiritual wrist slap, please pass the sacrament. Ask if Big Bad Black Jesus was African. Selling a click track, call it a soul clap. It's all in how you package it. The power of a magic trick, immaculate concepts. Lost in the land of the cross, I'm standing off with the man of the cloth. He knows the ins and outs, all I want is the outs. He's selling real estate for some place in the clouds, but I'm not investing in intellectual property, inventing gender-bending technology, cause maybe everybody needs to just become a sexual oddity, leaving birth at the test tubes and death at the lottery. There's no one stopping me, I gotta be self-regulating. Wealth is escalating, but my poverty was entertaining. I'm debating the value of a caste system, cashback rewards and wars funded by my taxed income. If I'm a part of the problem, then part of me. There's always been a difference between what I am and what I wanna be. It's either a jihadist freak or Jesus seamster. I heard God is coming and she's a screamer. I couldn't understand what she was telling me, why everybody thinks that they're their own worst enemy. I followed the manual and I swallowed the skeleton key, and it unlocked the hell in me.
So this is my gift to God. ribbon on my dick like a tourniquet. Syphilis, this is my gift to God. I'm jumping out the cake, naked with a shake. This is my gift to God. Unwrap the package, confetti made of maggots. This is my gift. You call that talent? Here's your image back. You can have it. Congratulations. This is very beautiful. 10 years ago I was 22. 20 years ago I was 12. 30 years ago I was 2. But when I came out my mama I was 0. When I came out my mama I was 0. When I came out my mama I was 0. When I came out my mama I was 0. When I came out my mama I was 0. I was 0 when I came out my mama. Now everybody knows. I was 0 when I came out my mama. Now everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. I know I look good. Stop sweating me. I'm making myself look pretty. I'm making myself look pretty for you. I'm making myself look prettier. Let me rub my back against the notches on your bedpost. The scratchies have the thoughts off my flesh and shed ghosts. My head's close to your closet door. Cut the glass to my ear, my nose is in your business. I smell something fishy here. I hear bones rattling, poems battling for space and time. Phones that are ring when I make judgment calls with pickup lines. Sexual hang-ups leave me waiting nude while alone. It gets aggravating, masturbating to a dial tone. I'm the home to runaway trains of thought. My one-track mind is a collision in a course where victims cross bedroom eyes. Uncross their legs, exposing inner thighs. I disrobe, but show my most convincing disguise. I've lived so many lies. Each death has left my face scarred. Hit so many lies under my breath that I can't face guard. Dig into my mind deep enough, you'll find a graveyard. Get nervous, bodies will resurface every time it rains hard. Don't cry, girl. Let me outline your shortcomings. My world is full of them, and they're all in the long runnings. It's all fun and games, all done in vain. It's hell of fucking shame. I ain't the one. Well, I'm the one to complain. I'm the one to come home, compare, contrast, come fast. Make love to the present, fuck the past. Make love to the present, fuck the past. Nothing lasts, don't you dare worry about the morning aftermath. I'm making myself look pretty. I'm making myself look pretty for you. I'm making myself look prettier. Taking an acid bath, pissing on the shower curtain. The gal just laughed and starts dissing my towel turban. I had to ask if she knew how to listen. Now I'm certain, now my task just to get up in her like I was a surgeon. I'm a virgin who makes exceptions at sunset. My dirty skin gets cleansed by the summer sweat. So have some respect. I don't need you new and clean. I don't want the procedure routine. A screw machine with a few bolts loose. Robot response, touch tone. Hit trigger, happy-go-lucky emotion monger wants a love poem. Run home, dip into your closet and jump on. Your secret admirer stuck higher up and he's unknown. Looking down on you. Can y'all bear the burden? My ears are hurting. I found a few gears are turning with squeaky wheels. Get the grease, it's a damn nuisance. Understand the blueprints for our mechanical movements. It never ends smooth sense. We abuse the earth, grab a handful of Cuban and remove the turf. Refuse its worth. We lose our shirt, she assumed the worst, needed proof of birth. I'm leaving this universe, it seems doomed and cursed. If you come first, come fast, come here, come back, compare, contrast, complain, constrain, constantly ask complicated questions, contain scientific answers in your flask. Condone, condemn, come home, come friend, confuse common issues, continue, comprehend, karma, chameleon, come again, continue to come in you, come to daddy, condescend, come and bring us confidence, cunnilingus compliments, come to think it's went from guilty consciousness to common sense. Calm down, complete, compound, come eat our common ground, meat from man-made concrete. Come to the street, conquer the weak, come to terms with coming last. Make love to the present, fuck the past. Make love to the present, fuck the past. Nothing lasts, don't you dare worry about the morning aftermath. I'm making myself look pretty. I'm making myself look pretty for you. I'm making myself look prettier. When I make love to the present, when I make love to the present, when I make love to the present, fuck the past. Come now. When I make love to the president, when I make love to the president, when I make love to the president, fuck the pastor. Come now. Sad, sad monster, turn those horns up, burn the back roads, find your way out. Troubled love life, give the gift of yourself to the dark. Ground control to lost soul, ground control to lost soul. If you copy, come in lost soul, come in lost soul. We lost contact. Abort mission. We lost contact. Don't these dead streets back you into bad corners? Curves crumble once you park your ass on them. Parking meters overdue, violation goes unnoticed. Out of all of those who try to travel off-road, you come the closest. I grant you this toast. To all of those who showed promise and never made one that broke, I salute you. I never meant to lose you, but I know this road don't go where it used to. I got a map that looks a lot like your veiny arms. It ain't the scale, but the details, the names of the songs. And this one is called Cancel Flight Blues. Manipulative twist I think that Manson might have used. But poor musicians come a dime a dozen, and you're the Eggman, a flash in the pan, and your yoke is running. Who broke that hard out of covering? Some chick in your mix you couldn't level with. Headless horsemen, come the suffering. Go the direction, following air currents, but it was my drift you're supposed to be catching. Fishnets collect dust in stagnant water. Haven't heard back from you since the gag order. Pussy cat cut your tongue. Beat up in communication. Ground control to lost soul. If you copy, come in lost soul. Come in lost soul. We lost contact. We lost contact. Abort Flip that script now. Come on, you cock. Bust my shit. You're a lint ball who moves on the whim of the wind. Confused, flexible movement for freedom. That ain't free. It's the walls you keep bouncing off of or closing in. There's only so much time before your rhythm gets broken. I can hear it speeding up before we lost signal. It caused a ripple effect. Rings on the radar would intersect. Now your fingers are off limits. I can't hold your hand longer than your attention span. The two-way street we're supposed to meet on, it's a one-way dead end. You're some of my best friends. Press send. Where are the donuts you've been lost inside? Tow trucks you've been forced to ride. Hold ups at the borderline. Customs will confiscate costumes and get exhausted. Force-fed my car fumes. I can't afford the duty tax, so expensive. Come off your head trip and visit where your old friends live. You're sensitive like the time. Critical. You swore to God on a lie and didn't die. You're invincible. Kiss the pavement, make love or cars spin. Be careful when the unsafe sex parade comes a march and they got full body condoms to carry you off in. I wish I told you that while we were still talking. Ground control to lost soul. If you copy, come in lost soul. Come in lost soul. We lost contact.
I'm the motherfucking Bill O'Reilly of this hip-hop shit! I want you to give it up for my DJ No Spin Zone!
Nothing at last is sacred. Oh, all the great have fallen. What have I done to myself? It's been way too long.
We need to reacquaint, things are different now. I ain't the same man I was. Hi, how you doing? I'm new and improved with even less to lose. A collector's edition version of a virgin drink. Ordering cocktail teller gone way wrong. To the point of no return. Over the edge and burned out before I even got my shine. Holding my head and pure doubt. Out of insight, out of mindful things to shout and rhyme about. I know I was supposed to change the world and all. Looks like the world got to me first. If you can't beat them, join them. Then hurt the team by beating yourself. I'm different, in a different way. The only thing that stays the same is change. While people claim their states, I state my claim. Sage Francis made a name for himself. For the record, my mother calls me Paul, which was my father's middle name, but Ray stepped in and raised me. It's crazy, but this is a game I play called Shut the Fuck Up. Don't bother calling me at all, cause I'm not answering. Is that a voicemail, bomb threat, or her broken promise I'm mishandling? Gambling away my money issues. Somebody owes me big bucks. My career depends on explosive vacuum sucking me in and poetry struck a nerve in the listenership. Spoken word then got them all interested. No, I don't have to serve ice cream to little kids. I get to serve MCs who think they ripping it, and poets who think they're somehow significant. Meanwhile, both are loud and ignorant, and don't know how to speak to a crowd in an intimate environment. I am different, in a different way. The only thing that stays the same is change. And while people claim their states, I state my claims. I'm a quiet-natured player who outwardly hates the game. I shake what I got, which is a jingly pocket. Do my mini-market research and make noise for myself when I walk quick. I talk with authority while I question it. When I ask who am I, I'm left guessing. But if you're a poor man's version of anything, it's your self-perception. I am different. How different? So different. How so? So different. In a different way. Wow, no shit. Growing up in a microscopic town prepared me well for this petri dish where talk is invisible to the naked eye and they hate the guy they're speaking with. I'm a real vegetarian, no chicken, not even fish. I'm a real underground rapper. My tape quality sucks, my records are warped and my CD skips. Lady Luck is a greedy bitch with itchy palms and a case of the gimmies. But I've got an Audi, if she's got an innie, I'll clean her pipes and then sweep her chimney. The beat that's in me is polyrhythmic. You're only 60 heartbeats per minute. A human second hand me down to earth guy who will thrift shoplift his hip hop. I may be getting too big for my britches, but I paid my dues while the cost was climbing. And if I burn too many bridges, I'll never get off this awful island. As long as I've been rhyming, they only started listening. Cause for a while they didn't like how I wouldn't smoke the pot that I was pissing in. And I had no dead homies to honor while pouring out the liquor I don't drink. You can flash all your shiny objects in front of my eyes and I won't blink. Why? I am different. Ooh, so different. Ooh, I'm different. Ooh, so different. I am different. So different. I'm different. So different. I am different. So different. In a good way. I'm different. Worth considering. So different. Not experimental. I'm different. Interesting kind. So different. Like black hockey players. I'm different. Afro mullets. So different. Don't compare me. I am different. Like special people. So different. Not retarded. I am different. Idiot savant. So different. So they say. Different like a platypus, analytical analyst. By the end of this record, I'll make sure all of y'all know who Sage Francis is.
I got a caveman banging on my back door. Got a hangman hanging on my front lawn. Got an old maid wasting away in the living room. Kids in the kitchen and their mouths full of silver spoons. Got a paper full of yellow journalism. A S.a.g waiter selling me words of wisdom. The small town criers chilling with the village idiots. Big city slickers are still busy building pyramids. Got a diploma but no wall to hang it. Tags on the bathroom stall that make me famous. A job description that don't fit the bill. A fatal femme fatale dressed to kill. Get me out of this. Lie detector test. My pupils inhale and exhale. My breath is a microphone. Check. 1, 2. What is this?
Yeah, I wanna give a big special shout to all the real people out there keeping it real. Cause reality's worth maintaining, you know what I'm saying? Keep it up.
In the world where these girls got retro tattoos, and all I got is a gut and Velcro black shoes and elbows that move in a way that makes space. I'm looking at you. Stay awake, stay awake. Natural face affected by the chemical leaks. Grammatical mistakes in every sentence I speak. Doesn't matter, I make enough sense to seem deep. Now look at me, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah, I wanna give a
kitchen. Peace, baby. I'm a poor man's version of a rich man. I got a small van swerving through a big land. I got a roadmap that's looking a lot like a math test. Block phone number and a bunk home address. I got a way out, but I ain't trying to use it, cause I got some ins and I'ma bet all my winnings. If it hurts me more than it hurts you, then I won't hurt you. I got more sense than virtue. I got a curfew, it's 12 o'clock. After that I'll start trembling if I get fed hip-hop. Why? I'm a G to the R-E-M-L-I-N. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? I said get me out of this lie detector test. My pupils inhale and exhale. My breath is a microphone check. 1, 2, what is this?
Wishing I know what I'm dealing. I always knew, I always had a feeling. Call it intuition. I know. What we have here is a failure to communicate. At each other's throats, ready to mutilate. A true waste of energy. Let's conserve our power and rejuvenate. Cause neither of us is absolutely sure of who to hate. I always had a feeling it would come